The Enchanted Dollhouse. In a quiet little town, tucked between two old bookstores, there was a tiny antique shop called Everafter Trinkets. It was owned by an elderly woman named Miss Eleanor, who was known for her collection of beautiful porcelain dolls. But what no one knew was that these dolls were not ordinary. They were alive. Each night, when the moonlight streamed through the shop's windows, the dolls would wake up, stretching their delicate arms and whispering secrets to one another. The leader of the dolls was Isadora, a regal doll with curly auburn hair, emerald green eyes, and a gown made of shimmering blue silk. She had been in the shop the longest and knew all its secrets. One evening, a new doll arrived. Lily, a small, timid ragdoll with button eyes and a stitched smile. She had been left outside the shop in a tattered box, and Miss Eleanor had taken her in. The other dolls weren't sure what to think of her. Unlike them, she wasn't made of fine porcelain or painted with delicate features. But that night, something strange happened. The moment the clock struck midnight, the dolls heard a faint whisper, almost like a song. The music seemed to come from Lily. A soft golden glow surrounded her, and suddenly a hidden door in the back of the shop creaked open, one that had never been there before. "Impossible," Isadora whispered. The dolls gathered around, staring at the mysterious doorway. Beyond it lay a staircase winding downward into darkness. "It must be magic," said Theodore, a wooden soldier doll with a chiseled jaw and a dashing red uniform. "We have to find out where it leads." With Lily leading the way, the dolls stepped through the doorway and into the unknown. Lily took a cautious step forward, her tiny fabric feet barely making a sound on the wooden staircase. The golden glow around her flickered like candlelight, illuminating the swirling dust in the air. Isadora, Theodore, and a few other dolls followed close behind, their porcelain faces reflecting the eerie glow. As they descended, the walls around them shimmered, shifting from old wooden planks to smooth stone carved with strange symbols. The further they went, the stronger the whispering music became. It wasn't frightening. It was soft, almost like a lullaby. At the bottom of the staircase, they stepped into a vast underground chamber. The ceiling stretched high above them, twinkling as if made of stardust. In the center stood a magnificent crystal dollhouse, glowing with an inner light. It was unlike anything they had ever seen before. This is incredible," Theodore murmured, his wooden joints creaking as he turned his head in awe. Suddenly the crystal dollhouse opened on its own. Inside were dozens of tiny figures, dolls just like them, but frozen in place, trapped in glass cases. A single figure stood in the center, a tall regal doll with deep blue eyes and long silver hair. Her gown was woven with threads of light, and her porcelain face was painted with an expression of sorrow. Lily stepped forward. "Who are you?" she asked softly. The silver-haired doll's lips parted, and her voice echoed like a melody. "I am Queen Seraphina, guardian of the forgotten dolls." The other dolls gasped. Isadora stepped forward. "The forgotten dolls, but that's only a legend!" Seraphina's eyes darkened. "No, child, it is real. Long ago, dolls with magic like yours were hidden away, locked in this chamber by those who feared our power. Only one with a golden heart, a doll of both love and courage, could awaken us." She looked at Lily. Lily's button eyes widened. "Me?" "Yes," Seraphina said. "You are the key." At that moment, a deep rumbling shook the ground beneath them. The shadows in the corners of the chamber began to move. A chilling voice whispered through the air, "No one leaves." The dolls turned just in time to see dark figures emerging from the walls, twisted, broken dolls with hollow eyes and jagged cracks in their porcelain faces. Isadora drew in a sharp breath. "The cursed ones." The chamber's warmth vanished, replaced by an icy chill. The dolls huddled together as the shadowy figures closed in. "What do we do?" Theodore asked, gripping his wooden sword. Lily swallowed hard. "We fight." And with that, the battle for the forgotten dolls began. The dark figures lurched forward, their cracked porcelain faces frozen in eerie, twisted expressions. Their hollow eyes gleamed with an unnatural light as they reached for Lily and the others. "Protect the queen," Isadora commanded. stepping in front of Seraphina. Theodore unsheathed his tiny wooden sword, his joints creaking as he prepared to fight. "Stay close, everyone." Lily's fabric hands trembled, but something deep inside her told her that she had the power to stop this. The golden glow surrounding her flickered brighter, as if responding to her determination. One of the cursed dolls lunged, its shattered fingers grasping for Theodore's arm. Clang! He blocked it just in time, but the force sent him stumbling backward. Another doll swiped at Isadora, who twirled gracefully, using the ribbons of her gown to entangle its arms. "Lily!" she shouted. "We need your magic!" Lily took a deep breath and raised her hands. The golden light pulsed, growing stronger. The music she had heard earlier, the soft, mysterious lullaby, filled the chamber. Seraphina's eyes widened. "That song. It is the song of awakening. Lily keeps singing." Lily hadn't even realized she was humming, but now she sang, a melody that had no words yet held warmth, love, and hope. The light around her burst outward, washing over the chamber. The cursed dolls screamed, their bodies trembling as cracks spread across them, but instead of shattering, something miraculous happened. Their dark, twisted features softened. The cracks sealed. Their hollow eyes filled with color, and their limbs straightened. One by one, they transformed back into the dolls they had once been. A once broken ballerina doll gasped as she looked at her restored arms. A soldier doll stood tall, his tarnished uniform now shining. The shadows that had cursed them vanished. The room fell silent. Seraphina stepped forward, her eyes glistening. "You have freed them, Lily." The crystal dollhouse pulsed, its light growing even brighter. Suddenly the walls around them shifted, revealing a staircase leading upward, a way out. "You must go," Seraphina said. "The magic holding this place together is fading." Lily hesitated. "But what about you?" Seraphina smiled gently. "I will return to my people. You have given us a second chance." The dolls, now freed, gathered around her, their eyes full of gratitude. Lily, Isadora, Theodore, and the others hurried up the staircase as the golden light carried them back to the antique shop. Just as they stepped through the hidden door, it vanished, leaving only the soft sound of the lullaby in the air. Miss Eleanor stirred in her chair, waking up just in time to see her dolls perfectly arranged on the shelves, just as they had always been. She smiled to herself. "Ah, I must have dozed off." But as she walked past Lily, a small golden spark flickered in the little ragdoll's button eyes, and somewhere, deep beneath the shop, the forgotten dolls began their new life, free at last,